and he's not getting the points by the referee or the people that are there. And then he gets in the corner, and it always fascinated me how the fat guy that ain't fighting is telling this guy that he's winning and what he has to do, you know? Because if I was the guy being clobbered on, I'd give that guy a little sock and say, someone's whipping the hell out of me, so you better find who it is. But the president has done every damn thing right.
Sure. Yes.
And when you take a look and say, well, what are you talking about? National health insurance, man, I've been down there for 44 years. And everybody's been trying to do it. He's done it. We had a financial setback where the whole world wondered whether we would come back because the economies were so tied into ours. And while it hasn't hit us, unemployment is at an all-time low, below 6%. Manufacturing, we had given up to the Chinese. We don't say it. But right now, we're buying gas so much that people can't drive. They're buying cars because of the cheap gasoline. And what does it mean is that manufacturers now don't have to be going overseas because the fuel is cheaper. We haven't really gotten the benefit of education, which is my thing. But I say all of these things because while we got clobbered in the midterm elections, the truth is, there was nothing that Republicans said that we would say, geez, I wish Obama had done it. Because everything they did was negative. Yeah. It was against Obama, against health care, against everything. Now, if they're going to remain a national party, and this is the position we're in, and I'm no manager telling you in the corner that we got this thing won, all you have to do is go out there and last the last 2 rounds in the last 2 years. But they don't have one thing to say in a positive way that they've done or that they're going to do, and if they're going to do something, who do they have to do it with? That's right. I mean, they may have a majority in both houses, but they don't have enough votes to override a veto. And so what it means is that if they want anything on the record besides an incompetent Congress, they got to do something. Now the president, and moving over in Cuba, and moving on immigration, moving on education. You heard the 2-year college thing? That's us, man. We don't need our kids leaving school talking about Shakespeare. They need to leave school talking about I'm about to get a job. And if the manufacturers and those in science and technology tell the people running the college what they need, that's what we got to train our people for. That's right. And so in the next couple of years, even though, you know I love Hillary, I don't want to overlove it because it got me in trouble with Obama. But the truth of the matter is I wish somebody would just shake her up a little so that she don't take us for granted. Right. But having said that, I keep getting on television saying, just name me some Republican, anybody, that you think can last long enough to reach the primary. Those Tea Party people, you seen what the terrorists are doing in Paris? Yes. You get the idea that they don't mind dying? That's the Tea Party. They will destroy themselves, the Republican Party, the Congress, the nation, the president, and I think it was 24 of them yesterday, on the day before yesterday, voted against their own damn leader. So before they even get finished mopping up the blood to get to us, they still cutting up each other. So this is what a Republican candidate has to get by to get the nomination. He first has to get by the conservative Republican because there's no more moderate Republicans left. But after he or she makes that, they got to get by these crazies. So I don't know what's going to be left for November 16th, but I'm telling you, we are in a better position than people think we're in because we lost both houses. And so I could not think of a better way to thank my community for allowing me the opportunity to make these last 2 rounds. Historically, no matter how much they kick this president around, you will know, ever since we got out of slavery, we've never had a president's agenda that was more in line with our dreams and aspirations. I'll be the first one to say that besides Sharpton, I don't know who he talks to, but that's another situation. The fact is, he cannot hurt us without him hurting himself and his children, and that's a hell of a lot different than what we've had with president. And that's enough for me these next 2 years. And so let me thank all of you, because without these 2 people here, I couldn't leave Harlem to go to Washington. You know the situation that we're in. We got to stick together like we've stuck together never before. Yes. We are united in what we want to do, and that's better than we can say in Washington, New York, or the outer boroughs. Yes. And so what we're going to do is to give our assemblymen here our unity, our love, and our support. And you just can't get a better birthday present than that.
We're all here. Now, you heard the congressman, but we're here for one reason. Hello. Now, we're here to celebrate a birthday, but more importantly, we're here to show support. That there is unity in the community. No doubt. For Keith L.T. Wright. And if you could just share a little of that unity with me, I appreciate it. But that's all right. We're here for... But the truth of the matter is, Keith, this is your core. This is your foundation.
Oh, this is it. Yeah,
this is the foundation that is there for you through thick and thin, that is in the front lines of the battle. And it's your shoulders that we stand on. Because without you, there is no us. So don't get it twisted, community. Don't get it twisted. No. That sometimes that Keith or the congressman or myself, we may not say to you, we appreciate you. We may not always show that appreciation because sometimes there's things on our mind. But know that if Keith doesn't say it, if the congressman doesn't articulate it,
I'm gonna tell you.
if I don't rap it, you know that we each appreciate each and every one of you for the work that you do, the support that you show, the love you shower us with. And in 2015, we're going to be talking about Keith. Right.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. I already made my speech. I just want to say, expand on what the congressman and the councilwoman talking about. We are united. We love you all every month. This is the core. Most of you go back 23 years with me. Clyde Frazier, he is like the original one that marched on these streets with me, certainly. Yasmin Cornelius, we had you when you were a baby, right? When you were a baby. Wilma Brown, Jesus Christ, she built this club up, you know, with blood, sweat, and tears. And now we have Julia, who I'll take anywhere, Julia Torrent. All right, listen, and we got some great lawyers as part of our foundation. Phaedra Perry, my brother's law clerk, is right over there. There you go, Phaedra. Tatanisha James, all right? There we go. They're both going to be judges soon. Both going to be judges soon. Barbara Askins, Lord have mercy. How long have we been together, Barbara? Jackie Row Adams. Thank you for that one. I felt like she was Marilyn Monroe singing to John F. Kennedy. And again, I want everybody to say it with me. What do we say about Melvin Austin? That damn Melvin Austin. So, and Murph has become our historian in so many ways, our videographer. Murphy, thank you so much for all that you do. So, I just want to say thank you. And Drummond here, the first one to take my petitions, and he's the last one that I see at night when petition comes due. And Ricky, well, listen, I'm going to get to my president. Come in, brother president. Brother president, this is my president, your president, all of our presidents. Ricky is the Alpha and the Omega. And my state committee man, Londell Davis. My man. So, you know what we all have to do now? We all have to start coming here to eat now, because, you know, brand new restaurant. I want to thank Floyd. Where's Floyd and his daughter? There we go, Floyd in the kitchen. There you go, you're open for lunch. And there's nothing that I couldn't do without my family. And I have my younger son here, Jordan Wright, with his Russian hat on, trying to be modest. There you go. You know, he just got acclimated to when Charlie Rangel likes you. When Charlie Rangel likes you, it's almost like Tony Soprano coming up in his grand. And I said, how many times I got that, and he, you know, Jordan got that tonight. So I just want to say Congressman, thank you so much.
What he's talking about.